We are here for day number 3 and do a little behind the scenes, continuing on with the series while I'm out here in Vegas. And we're actually going to be shooting with the new Sony a7 III. If you didn't see my last vlog, I'll post that one. But we're going to do a couple of little setups here. We're actually going to like a little studio shoot, so you'll see a little bit of what that is. So here's B-roll of Ted trying to bounce stuff.
I'm a stud, dude. I know this. Get quick at this.
Look at that! Look at that determination. Look at that Ted Forbes perfection right here.
I know. You don't even need to turn it on. It's balanced so finely right now that it's
ultimate balance.
The ultimate balance.
I could just do this for years. So we're here at the studio setup. As you saw, there's a multitude of different setups that you can use to test the a7 III out. You got people kicking water's falling out of the ceiling, and it's just interesting to see what you can do with the camera, different lighting situations, fans and everything like that. That's a lot of the B-roll you just saw. So we're still testing out the camera and seeing what limits it could be pushed to. What are your thoughts right now? You really diving into the camera?
On this camera? Our Mark III, you're going to get 42 megapixels. So you get a much higher resolution. 24 is still pretty much enough. 4K video looks good in here. I've done some video and I've done some stills. So here's the deal. All these guys over here. Pan over. Show them. Okay. When he does the little kick here. So I'm going the other way. I've gone ISO 50, half a second exposure, and I'm down to like f16 or something like that. And I'm getting a little blur action. So this is what I'm going for. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The other thing is the screen is awesome. And if the colors are like at least this good when you're going to capture one in Lightroom or something, this is ace, man. Because it's technically a new sensor that they're using on here. It's backlit, BSI, R, Exmor, or whatever it is, but it's pretty dope.
Do it again.
It's almost exactly the same.
I can't recreate it.
It has to be in the moment,
yeah. What do you think it feels like to have this nice body? I don't know. I've never
Well,
known.
as you know, it feels fantastic. I'm glad you.
I'm asking you, Gordon, because you're in shape.
I'm glad you captured me in that moment.
Incredible.
Of glory.
You know, before you took your sweater and pants off,
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Now,
he's fairly fit.
You know those
Contest
pictures are
is
just
gonna
for
be
private use. They're not for sharing.
I'm only looking at this myself.
If you share it on
copying to the
Instagram,
phone and putting on Instagram.
it's effectively the same thing as private use.
Yeah.
How many followers do you have on there?
It's been a little over an hour. We've been shooting with it, and one of the big things that we're also realizing is that, and even though it's not touted, is that the video is pretty good in itself as well. So we're doing actually a lot of video, doing stills with it, getting a lot of the slow-mo, maybe doing a little bit of time lapses and everything like that. It's pretty powerful. So the video is nothing to be a joke about either. The video is actually pretty spectacular, as well as the stills anyway. So it does good video. And I'm going to darkness. Just show you a little bit of what we've been shooting with. We have the a7 III right here. You can't really see because it's dark. And we've got the 24 to 105 f4 lens. And it's working really well, and I feel like that's a really good combo, especially for kind of like an all-in-one type of lens, but especially like wedding photography and everything like that. So the a7 III 24 to 105 is definitely a good combo. So. Oh wow, you were close. I'm giving you the dual pixel. I'm out of here.
No, the dual pixel's still on you, bro. I don't know why I'm telling your camera this story, but I am. I got back up from dinner and it was time for bed. I was tired, exhausted, and as I sit there laying in bed looking at myself in the mirror, which is really strange, by the way, because there's a mirror over the bed, I realized I was waking back up. The booze was wearing off, and next thing I know, it was about 2:30. I fell asleep by 3. I was up by 6. Tonight, this has to change, just saying.
There is hardly any light here, so we're doing our best. But we're here at Sparrow and Wolf, which you saw in B-roll, and we're doing, you know, shots of like culinary, cooking, demonstrations and everything like that. And you're working in semi-low light stuff too, so you'll be able to see what the A7 III does. So let's just get some more B-roll, throw to some music, and eat eventually. I have no idea what's going on here. We were in the kitchen, the chef was preparing octopus, I believe, and the bartenders were doing something with the flame to one of the drinks when they were mixing it. And I must say, I mean, this is just on the back of the camera right now, but I mean, I was up high in the ISO, and it looks absolutely clean there. I want to see it on the computer, obviously, but so far it obviously performs very, very well in low light, and it's a Sony, and they pretty much always do, so nothing to worry about there. So we made it out here. I can't really see how it looks, it's super bright, but we took the buggies out here. We're in the dunes. We're literally in the middle of nowhere. We will see what fun this brings. Once again, we got the A7 IIIs out here to shoot some stuff. That wasn't for me. And there's a bunch of other people back there. How was your dune buggy trip you drove out here?
Intense. I was behind Chelsea. She was, yeah, it was pretty awesome. She'd take off, and I'm like, wow, whoa. It was awesome. Very enjoyable. I wasn't long enough. I kind of want to go another round.
So besides the occasional buggy, it's actually pretty quiet out here. Like I said, it's really remote. So once again, Sony has like different stations set up so where you can, you know, see a buggy jump to try and catch the action with the A7 III, to, you know, get to a little bit of drifting or something like that. But it's also really cool because then you could also drive as well. The one big thing Ted and I worry about was shoes. We only had one for the trip. I gotta travel tonight. So we decided the smart move was to go to this random Target off the Las Vegas Strip to get some bad shoes. We accomplished it. Others were like, don't worry about it. But who's laughing now? This worked out. Awful Target shoes. So interesting thing, one of the things we saw on the waiver you sign is that way if something happens, you can't do anything. But as Ted just said about a turtle, if you find these desert tortoise, take a photo, you get a free t-shirt and a certificate. So we are on the hunt for that. You gotta take a photo of it. I will vlog it. So after being out here for a little bit, I got one tip that will ultimately up your Instagram game. Come to the desert. That's it. There's lines.
Yeah.
For days. We are now in the helicopter.
To the chopper. Get me to the chopper.
Now. So what's up, Ted?
Go to the chopper.
So I know the audio isn't going to be that good because I don't have the mic on this because we flew over on a helicopter. But we made it to the Valley of Fire. This is just a view that is a view you'll never see. So we're here just shooting some pictures with the A7 III, and we're just going to see what it does and just enjoy the view, take it in, give it a little drink in. So one of the things that Ted and I have always wanted to do was do the doors off stuff over in New York. There was that whole thing in the last vlog, but now we did it, Vegas. Valley of Fire.
That was intense. See, unlike New York, like, I've never been on a helicopter before, and it's like amazing. And it's loud because you got the headphones on, your ears pop. We get off, this all just shut down, and it's so quiet. I haven't been this relaxed in like 2 years.
It is amazing. I mean, my eyes need to pop. My ears still need to pop, but Man, it is just
Yeah, it's amazing.
zen. So the one extreme thing we can also test here is the dynamic range, because as you see, it's pretty bright outside right now. And I mean, there's a lot of shadows over the peaks and valleys and everything like that. So we'll be able to really see what you could do if you pull back a little bit of shadow to see what detail you can recover. So interesting to see. We will find that out and I'll let you know in an actual review. So I realized I didn't have an ending to the vlog because we just got so tired, you know, wrapping things up and everything with the event. But, you know, that was, day 4 was absolutely insane. Going to, in the middle of the desert, remote, running dune buggy, seeing them jump around, being able to test with the camera, and then being flown by Maverick helicopters to go out to the Valley of Fire. Another group, which was an open door thing, you had 2 options. You could do the open door helicopter, that's the montage you saw, or you could do a closed door, but you went to the Grand Canyon. So I wanted the experience to be open door. But all that being said, I met a lot of the other YouTubers, became friends with some of them, and it was really an eye-opening experience. And really kind of awesome to document this behind the scenes at like a press conference event, be it whatever brand. But Sony did help us get out there, and thanks to Sony and Ted for helping me get out as well. And I mainly wanted to get out to help Ted shoot a lot of his stuff for his main video. So while Sony got us out there, they didn't pay us a dime for anything. We volunteered our own time and a couple of days to come do this stuff, to test the camera, to cover this stuff, just because that's what you guys and girls want to see, the newest and latest technology. So I didn't make a dime from Sony, but I really wanted to thank them and Ted for helping me get out there to experience this, because it really makes you see that there's a community to it. While we all might just be talking heads and I'm nowhere near close to the subscribers, a lot of the people you saw in the B-roll throughout the last 2 days, 2 videos, 2 vlogs, it's great to see them be very personable and very welcoming. So that was a very opening experience. So thank you, Sony. Thank you, Ted, Art of Photography, for helping me get out there as well to experience a lot of this stuff. I'm going to make a full review on the Sony a7 III from what I acknowledge of about the camera. It's a very good camera, not a lot of complaints about it. But overall, the event was absolutely fun. Las Vegas was dry. It was cold. I lived on chapstick and saline solution to survive. That's day 1 and day 2. I'll link down below in a pinned post. Day 3 and 4 is the video you're watching now, and I'll have the a7 III full review coming soon with photos. Now, mind you, at this time we can't touch the raw photos yet because there's no converter for them really. Well, you could, but I want to use it mainly in Photoshop and maybe Capture One or something like that. And then going to WPPI for the first time ever was fun. It was like a Photo Plus, like I mentioned. I will also have a coverage of some of the gear and some of the things for PPI coming as well. Maybe I'll link that down below. I don't know. It's really cool that there's the community out there that you really see. We're all really trying to cover things to help, to share what we know, and to tell a story. That's why I chose to do more of a vlog and not like here's a preview, here's a whatever. Not saying those are bad. This is just my way of experiencing it and hopefully sharing what some of this stuff looks like if you ever get a chance to do what I just did. So, awesome experience. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you have any questions about the cameras, about the events, or anything like that. And let's do this again sometime, hopefully in the future. But it was definitely kind of a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I'm glad I was able to share it with you, and hopefully it brought you something.